Meta on my Meta glasses kind of has an attitude.
Really?
To be honest, yeah. Kind of has an attitude to him. Not gonna lie, he's kind of a snobby a-hole, if you ask me.
Maybe he's just got a frame stuck in his bung hole.
I see where you were going with that, but
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
I think it's because when you wear the glasses, you sound and look like a douchebag. So I think that
I think you look good on you.
Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that.
You look smarter.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I feel like I look smarter now. So whenever I do my comedy, people are like, "Oh, he's an idiot."
Yeah, it's a good.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good oxymoron.
That's a good oxy.
I don't know if that's the right word for that, but
I'm an oxymoron.
Yeah, because you take oxy and you're a moron.
Yeah, I take oxys and I'm stupid. So, how are you?
Good, man. I watched the live free solo climb, Tempe 101.
You've been talking about that,
dude. It's so cool.
Yeah.
I've always been a fan of Alex Honnold since like back in the day when he was on Joe Rogan. That was the first time I heard about people that actually climb without rope. I didn't know that was a real thing. And then it's like a whole like niche freaking like just culture of people that free solo without ropes.
Didn't like some guy die recently?
Oh, all the time.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oof.
People that have been doing it for, 20, 30 years die. He could have died live on Netflix. He had no rope climbing one of the tallest buildings in the world.
You think they would have posted that?
They wouldn't have posted it, but there's hundreds of people there with their iPhone.
True.
And every floor of the building, there's people recording. On the ground, there's people recording. The video would have got out one way or another. 100%. That's what's kind of sad. I'm glad he survived. My hands were so sweaty the whole time, just like clamming up.
Yeah, that's those movies that just like make your hands just sweaty. Like there's that one movie that is about those two girls that climb to the top. It's called Fall, I believe. Yeah, and then the
radio tower. Or whatever.
Yeah, they climb the radio tower.
Yeah.
Whoof, man, that's scary. Those are very frightening. Very frightening movies. Very frightening things to watch.
The biggest difference is that this is a real guy.
It's a real guy. Yeah,
he's done it. He's already broken records from it, but he's the first person to ever climb that building. Wow. He obviously scaled it first with a rope, so he knew his path already. I mean, that's
like a weird thing to say, in my opinion. I'm not trying to
that's why I'm
talk shit, but no, that is a weird thing. It's just a weird thing to say, to be like, oh, he's the first guy to climb that building. Like how many buildings have been climbed?
I mean, a lot of buildings have been. There's this one French guy. His name's like Elaine or something like that, but he's known
off
for
of Seinfeld. Keep going.
He looks like he could have been on Seinfeld. But he's like this 70-year-old dude. He's like super scrawny, and he posts to this day. I don't know if he still climbs, but he literally climbs and gets arrested all the time. Yeah,
that's
videos.
I feel like that's something we've talked about before, because I used to try to free climb, but that's one of those things that we've talked about where it's like, okay, you can't be big doing this. You can't be a big, heavy guy. You need to be like at least 140. Yeah. 150, maybe 150. I'm talking, they're probably all 135, to be honest with you. Very small.
Alex
guys.
is probably like 150 or something.
You think so?
Yeah, he looks like he's.
I bet you. What's his name?
Alex Honnold.
Alex Honnold. Mm-hmm. Hey, Meta. How tall and how much does Alex Honnold weigh? Dang, he's 5'11" and 160. Dang, dude. Yeah. That's actually not.
It's kind of a big guy.
That's a big guy to be doing that, dude. Wow. Yeah. Good job on him. You need to be a little lengthy, though, I'd imagine, because you need to be able to grab and extend the legs.
Upper body, but taller the better. And at one point, he's like it took him an hour and a half to climb this building, but like an hour and like 15 minutes in, he literally posts his legs up and does no hands to get his chalk. Just hanging with his legs, dude, from the top of the building.
Are you being serious?
I swear to God, it's the craziest thing ever, dude.
Man, no. That's scary as all get out, man.
Yeah, dude, it was kind of just, I don't think he did it on purpose, but I feel like it was him subconsciously kind of like showing off.
Kind of. His feet, the whole thing is showing off.
The whole thing, but
like, I'm not okay. I'm one of those people that don't believe you do things for yourself. I've always thought if you do something, it's for the way you can tell people you did it. There's no, you don't. No, there is no like, hey, I'm just doing it I'm just climbing the biggest, tallest building in Boa. No. No. You're not doing it for yourself. You don't climb Mount Everest for yourself. You don't. There's no. If
He claims he's wanted to do it since he was a kid, though.
Sure.
So it's like a dream of his. Yeah.
If we didn't have other humans, right? If we didn't have other competition or other people there would be no, even if it's not people, but maybe God, you know, like you want to prove yourself to God, you want to prove yourself. There is no like, hey, I want to prove myself to me. Like, I don't believe in that whole, like, it's me versus me mentality. Yeah. I don't believe in that. That's just me personally, because if that was the case, then why are you doing it on camera? Why are you recording?
Because he got paid, probably.
I understand. I understand that. But if it wasn't for the money, then why would you? But if you were doing it for yourself, why are you doing it for the money? You know what I mean? It's kind of like one of those things. That's like people who say like, "Oh, I do stand up for myself." No, you don't. No, you don't. You do stand up for other people. You do stand up to be something so you can tell people you're something. That's the whole point of humanity. That's why we chase big deers and shoot big deers. We don't do it for ourselves. We do it so we can put a deer on our wall and tell people we shot a big deer. You know, but that's the whole point though, man. Yeah. That's literally the whole point. That's why people invent things. That's why people discover things. It's to say you did it. It's called legacy. It's literally the epitome of being a human is to have a legacy, because at the end of the day, we live, we die, right? We're there, we're gone. It's like dust in the wind, right? Everything is dust in the wind. But when you do something that stays in humanity's history for a long time, like the first man to climb a building or the first man to do this, that's what your namesake becomes. That's the whole point. Mm-hmm. It's like vanity, you know, it's like all vanity if you don't become something that travels on, you know?
Oh, no, it's not really I guess it's a theory I have, but I haven't really gave too much thought into it because I literally just started thinking about it last night when I was watching it. But if you look at this guy, Alex, he has like obviously it looks like he just has no emotion, dude, because
you were telling me about that.
It looks like he's either on mushrooms. No, I swear to God, if you look up a picture of Alex Honnold, pull up a picture of Alex Honnold, and he just has you can just see, like, it's almost like you're just looking into nothingness, bro. Yeah. So I had this theory. I'm like, is he some kind of I think he's like an angel or like some kind of alien or demon or something. I mean, I don't know. Like no, it's weird. I looked up.
Can I be honest with you though?
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of need to have no soul.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Well, you kind of have to have you got to have nothing that keeps you grounded to be able to do something like that.
Yeah.
When you do something that's so close to death, you can't have anything that's like a human emotion. Yeah. Because you're on the verge of death, right? Mm-hmm. Like, what's the biggest thing that pushes humans? Right? Like, if you think it's love, it's not love. If you think it's, joy, it's not joy. It's fear. Fear has always pushed humans to do the greatest things in humanity. Mm-hmm. It's always fear, right? If it's like I was just saying, like fear of not being enough, fear of your needing your name and your namesake to transcend your own lifetime, right? Like if you have fear, it tends to move things forward. So like his fear of falling doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist, yeah.
Like he needs to find something that gives him fear, and that is fear pushing humanity. It's like he needs something that he wants to fear, and he probably doesn't fear that at all.
No,
being so high up, he doesn't fear death.
He doesn't.
And
he doesn't.
now it's like being scared but not being scared at the same time.
Yeah, there's something about this dude's eyes. Maybe it's because he's been doing it for so long. I don't know, dude. It looks like he's tripping on balls on mushrooms when you look at him.
Could you imagine climbing the side of a building tripping nuts?
That's what I'm saying, dude. If he's
could you imagine?
He is actually on shrooms.
Could you imagine?
No.
Just halfway through, you forget where you're at. Oh fuck! Oh my god!
I kind of looked into it a little bit earlier today because I was like, I wonder who the first person to ever start free climbing was. And it's like, I think he's some Russian guy, but he kind of looks like Alex.
I was going to say,
they look similar.
Your phone and you were looking at older pictures of dudes that look like him.
It looked like the first guy to ever start free solo climbing. I'm not even lying. It kind of looks like Alex. This is they could be related somehow.
I'm going to kind of...
I don't know, dude. I don't know. It was
cut
weird.
This whole thing off and go to a different angle. I just want to ask you this question. Have you ever went through older pictures of people and tried to find one that looks like you?
I haven't, but I've always wanted to.
You've never done that?
No, I've always wanted to though.
When I was like kind of like thinking like maybe like past life things are real, past you know, kind of like reliving your purpose and all that. Yeah. I was looking into like older pictures that might look like me.
Did you find any?
Me and Nikola Tesla look a little alike.
I could see that.
We look a little alike. I found one. But you know what's so, you know, this is how you know that I'm like such a high ego of myself, is I was only looking at famous people.
Oh, of course.
I was like, I wonder what crazy scientist I am, or I wonder, I wonder what I look like. Yeah, that's pretty bad. But you should look up. Maybe put your picture into an AI.
Oh,
and be like, do I look like anybody from
history?
Yeah.
Why do I look like Adolf?
You're like, dude, for some reason,
apple juice.
I hates bagels. I've never got along with lawyers. I don't. Yeah.
Can't stand Hollywood.
Oh, that's like what we were talking to that lady at the comedy club. She was like,
oh yeah,
she didn't know she's a Nazi. Like she basically is a Nazi. She just didn't know it. She's like, I hate Adam Sandler. She said, I hate Ben Stiller. And then she said, I hate another like very famous Jewish actor. And then me and the guy were like, those are all Jews. And she's like, oh, maybe I just hate Jews.
Oh my God.
She's like, actually, the place that I am from is very close to Germany. Maybe I have some Nazi in me. And we were like, and I called her, I was like, oh, you're a subconscious Nazi is what I called her. I was like, you don't know you're a Nazi, but you're a Nazi. You know, that's funny. That's hilarious. That's pretty funny. Subconscious Nazi it's a new word that I created.
Be a band name.
Subconscious Nazi, and all they sing is like
group.
Yeah. I don't fuck with gefilte fish. I give a German lady a kiss. Yeah.
Like Limp Bizkit kind of style.
Yeah, exactly. Like punk.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah, that'd
punk
be cool,
rap.
Man. That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. We should start.
You want to start a band?
Yeah.
I think we've talked about this. I think we should start a subconscious yahis.
Yahis. Subconscious yahis.
Yeah, subconscious yahis. I'm down, dude. That's a good band name.
That is really good.
I love that, actually.
That's pretty fun.
Speaking about tall buildings. Speaking about climbing tall buildings.
That's a good transition.
Yeah, it is a good transition.
Wow,
Thank you.
Look at you. You've changed.
I have changed a little bit. You know why I changed? I went to New York.
New York.
I went to New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool, bro. It was overwhelming.
I've always wanted to go.
I was telling Tirza about this. She's like, you saw all these sites, you saw a lot of cool things. And I was telling her, I was like, you don't really see anything there. You see nothing and everything at the same time. And this is kind of explains why people are the way they are from New York.
Yeah.
Because you feel small, but you feel big at the same time. So like there's so many things and there's so many people that you can't actually focus on seeing anything. You don't actually see anything. You're just constantly moving and there's so many of the same things over and over again. It becomes kind of like an action movie, you know, where like in an action movie, you can watch an action movie 1,000 times and you'll always see something new. It's kind of like that, where you see everything and nothing at the same time. Like when I was on the phone with you and Logan, I was talking and I was like, remember, cause I went to the wrong comedy spot and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to not even go to another comedy spot. I'm just going to go to a bar.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go to a bar and just try to have some kind of like fun or some kind of like, you know, meet somebody or, you know, whatever. And then I looked around, and as I looked around on the phone with you guys, it was like, bar, laundromat, Chinese spot, bar, pizza place, bar, karaoke, blues, jazz, karaoke, bar, comedy club, bar, karaoke, jazz, pizza, and like all right next to it, just like that. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, you don't know where to go. Like, there's so many, you're just like, you just start losing your mind, dude. For a Phoenix boy, you start losing your mind, you know?
Bet.
It's kind of scary, bro. It's a little
Don't even notice the guy climbing the building.
Yeah, you look up, there's a guy climbing the building. You're like, what the he's tripping.
Yeah.
Just tripping nuts. Yeah, dude. And there's so many people. No one wants to talk to you. It's a great place, though.
Did you ask anyone why they call it the Big Apple?
No.
That would have been a good one.
No.
Figure that out.
There's a giant apple.
Well.
I wonder why do they... Hey, Meta?
Yeah.
Why do they call New York the Big Apple? So because
because horses eat apples.
It doesn't matter. I mean,
and their horses are big, so
okay, thanks, Meta. All right, but that's he keeps talking.
Horses eat apples. Horses are big.
Yeah, maybe people want to come here if there's big apples. Like people like apples. Apples are good. Apples are red. There's a lot of red light. They're good people. Yeah. If you guys want to see more on my trip to New York, go to my YouTube. I have a whole I think it's 15-minute or 20-minute travel vlog of me walking around talking to people in New York and talking to them on the Times Square, and it's pretty fun. I mean, it's a good video. Go check it out.
Did you see the Statue of Liberty or go to Ellis Island?
I literally didn't see any of that. I was working the whole time. Yeah, I didn't really.
Sucks.
I didn't even look up, dude. My camera guy was like, for your first time in New York, it's kind of weird. You haven't looked up. And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, normally people are walking around here just like, oh my God. And I'm like, dude, I didn't even have time to look up, dude. I would just I was just walking there. You know what I mean?
Walking here, walking
Some guy
there.
did call me a jerk off.
Nice.
Some guy did call me and say, you jerk off. It's in the video.
That's hilarious.
Go watch it. Yeah, no, but that, what's funny though about that? Is that tells you that nobody's got guns there. That does tell you that no one does that here where I'm from. Nobody just and I got no problem with the guy calling me a jerk off because he's probably a cool guy, but you don't have that here where people are just like, fuck you. Because you do that, you end up getting shot. Yeah. So people kind of don't talk shit to each other, and they're a little bit friendlier around here. You do realize that in Phoenix or in Arizona, it's a little bit nicer in the Wild West. Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of weird because every time someone that's from Arizona that I know, a few that I've talked to, they're like, people in Arizona are just mean and rude. I'm like, you guys haven't been around much.
You guys don't. Yeah.
Because everyone I meet in Arizona is pretty cool.
If you think people are mean,
random people,
you think people are mean here, you need to go out of the state. You need to go out of the state. Yeah. Go to Vegas. Tell me how mean people are. Vegas, people are terribly mean, dude. Yeah. I remember I was kind of 18 or 19, I think, and I was at a buffet in Vegas, and this guy was getting food next to me, and he was standing there talking to his wife and kids and stuff. And I went and I reached over, not really over his plate, here's his plate, and I just went like this, and I got something from next to him, and he goes, "Oh, you just gonna reach over my fucking plate like that?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about, bro?" He's like, "You fucking just reached over my plate, bro." And I'm like, "No, I didn't, dog. Why don't you move out of the fucking way and I won't have to do I'm just saying people are a lot ruder. Here, if you were to reach over somebody's thing like that, they would have looked at you and be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," and move out of the way. Yeah, it's different because what I think it's a symptom of congestion. So I think people are ruder and they're a little bit more aggressive when places are more congested.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, when you can't take a second to get away and you can't really take a second to move on.
Phoenix is pretty spread out. Yeah. It's just spread out. It's not really a lot of places of people gathered together.
Dude,
it's really spread out. So.
Can I be honest with you though? I went to Brooklyn for comedy at 11:30 at night, 12 or I think it was 11:30 to go do this comedy. Mm-hmm. Bro, Brooklyn, fucking terrifying.
Oh, I've heard.
It is not even, dude, just the look.
I've heard.
I got off the subway. I walked down, because there's a train up top. I walked down the stairs, and it was it reminded me of a cartoon episode or a cartoon cutscene where it's there was a graffiti everywhere. The ground was just trashed, and the sidewalk was all jacked up. No street lights, just dark as all get out. Literally no one on the streets, no cars, nothing. Just cold and frigid, and sirens immediately. Woo, woo, woo. Some lady at a bus stop was sitting over there and threw a bottle at some guy's car. And I'm like, what the fuck just happened? Going from Manhattan to Brooklyn, bro. I was like, what just fucking happened, dog? Yeah, I went to the tiny cupboard. Yeah. That homeboy's always at. Yeah. And dude, it was so sketchy, bro. It's literally the sketchiest. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I immediately was I don't want to be here at all. This is just not a good place to be. But people are worried about Manhattan. Everybody was like, dude, you're big as shit. No one's going to fuck with you in Manhattan. Trust me, you're fine. But when you went to Brooklyn, I was like, oh, this is where people get, kind of riddled and, Swiss cheesed, if you will.
Yeah, there's a lot of stabbings there, huh?
A lot of stabbings, yeah. Stabbings. Yeah, that's why there's so
Muggers.
many. Yeah, muggers. Okay, I'm sorry, muggas. You like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun though. I'm got to go back in a couple weeks. So
Hell yeah.
I did learn what comedy spots I want to go to, which ones I don't want to go to.
Because I heard there's a shit ton of open mics in New York.
They say that, but it's not. It's not.
Like you can go to like 10 of them a night.
Yeah, you
Something
can,
crazy.
but you can't at the same time. So, so it's not about going to 10 of them. It's about how many do you want to do at the same spot. So that's what they do different than what we do. So what they do is like multiple places have multiple mics a night. That's the difference. So they start at like 4 or 5 and they go to like 11 or 12, all different mics. So I went to one that was like at like 6:30. And then I went to one that was at 8, and then I went to one that was at 9:30, all at the same place. So there's a
crowd
difference
each time, or
yeah. What? So it's not about how many mics they have. It's about how many sets you can do. So here it's like how many mics
cool,
can you do?
I kind of like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, because people are about give or take. People are usually there for about an hour or two, so it's always going to be different people.
But they all cost money.
Really?
Every single one costs money.
How much?
There's like 2 or 3 free ones, but the rest of them cost money. 8, 5, 6, 7.
Why?
All over. I don't know because everybody needs money
to run it. I guess
I don't.
Expensive.
I don't really know, but there's one place that the person who was like running the mic wasn't even a comedian. They just you pay them $5 and they just let you go on.
So it's just a side hustle.
It's a side hustle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big. I don't know, but all I'm saying is I mean it's kind of pretty. In my opinion, and I don't want this to come off like bad. I don't want people to look at me in a bad way, especially comedians or whatever. But I don't know how that's good for comedy culture. In my opinion, I don't know why people say that that's like the mecca of comedy and all this, because I understand that like a rough place is good for comedy. It's like good for teaching you how to grind and showing like how hard do you want this. But at the end of the day, like I can see how many people won't go out because of the money they have to spend.
As comedians, we're already broke as
a joke. So it's like basically the only people that are going to make it and they're going to be able to hit a bunch of mics are people that have some kind of different income. If you get what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm trying to say. Like people who have silver spoon in their mouth. Like rich kids that have the money are going to be able to get those mics.
Yeah.
That's the only like even the one I went to in Brooklyn, I signed up for free or whatever. Yeah. And then I walk up and he's like, you have to buy something if you want to go up. And I was like, what? Like, why didn't you have that on the website? He's like, nah, you got to buy something from the bar. I'm like, okay, I guess. $16 fucking drink.
Damn.
$16 can of fucking soda or can of like a IPA or whatever. They didn't have anything else. That little IPA, this much, $16. I was like, oh, this isn't sustainable for a comedian. So now I can see why there's so many comedians, but only a few of them break out, because you need to have some kind of system here that makes it so you're able to do enough to be big.
Yeah. I don't think he always, I mean, I don't know shit about it, but I feel from what I've heard of people who've been around comedy for a long time, like, like the big dogs. I don't think it was always like that where you had to pay and shit. I think that's a newer thing, right?
Well, no, I think because like the Stand used to have like a free open mic. I think like places like Comedy Cellar and all those used to have open mics and stuff. But I think what it is it's a tourist town, right? Yeah. So in a tourist town, you're always going to have people that go there, like not like me, not like a comedian who does this normally, who sees like when I paid $8 to do a set in front of 12 comedians, I was like, why did I just pay $8 for nothing? Right? Like this isn't going to help me construct any kind of jokes here. They immediately didn't like me because I mentioned I'm from Phoenix, right? So they all kind of already had an idea towards me. So I'm like, this isn't going to help with my jokes. It's not going to make me better. So me as somebody who's already an established comedian in a different place, that didn't do anything for me, but they still got my $8. Now imagine if you're from a different country or from a shittier town that doesn't have 3 or 4 mics a night, and you come from, let's say a Tulsa, or even let's say like a Tucson or something like that has like 1 or 2 mics a week that you're able to actually make it to, then you go to New York and you're willing to spend $300 on mics. Now they're making money off tourists. See, there's the difference. Is I went there for work, so I didn't go there for comedy. I didn't go there being like, I'm going to try all these stand-up. I went up there to film and work in a production company and do something else. So when I went out, I was just like, I'm just going out because I need to go out and do comedy. I can't go a week without doing open mics, right?
Yeah.
So that's the difference. I am booked on a show out there in August, though.
Where at?
I want to say Broadway Comedy Club.
What's club?
Yeah, Broadway
Did you
Comedy
check it
Club.
out before you?
No, but I heard it's pretty good.
Nice.
So yeah, Broadway Comedy Club, and then a couple of the Greenwich Village comedy clubs or whatever it's called.
Nice.
I'll be going out there again. But point is for somebody who's just already established in a different city, it doesn't make you be like, oh, I want to move here. No, fuck no. I think that's kind of that's the whole point though. They don't want a bunch of comedians moving there for comedy. You have to be kind of established to move there.
Yeah,
you have to already have a different something else going on,
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Somebody or something. Like I recently got a connection with somebody who's pretty like a decade into the comedy scene over there. So I got somebody who's going to help me out. But
okay.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard.
Super expensive.
I've heard.
Yeah. Not for them though, because they all make $30, $40 an hour.
Right.
But for somebody who doesn't, it's very expensive.
Yeah.
But I think it is really interesting though how much they don't give a shit if you're from a different town.
Yeah.
Because where they're from, they don't care. You know what I mean? Like here, if somebody comes from a different town, we immediately offer some kind of advice. Or some kind of we'll put you on a show, or we'll do this, or we'll do that. Yeah. Yeah. People don't do that in different towns. Yeah. Not even in LA. No one gives a shit. Yeah. Yeah. No one cares in these bigger towns. Austin, I haven't done Austin yet, and I'm going to Austin soon. I'd like us to drive out there if you're down.
Oh, I'm down.
So we'll probably do Austin soon, and we'll see how it is. I think Austin's a little bit, I'm going to be honest, I've heard it's a little bit open to kind of helping people out a little bit more. Yeah. Just because there's so many places for you to eat there. Yeah. You know what I mean?
It's not that it's not established, but it's pretty fresh.
It's fresh, but it's also doesn't contain a bunch of famous comedians at multiple different clubs. It has famous comedians at one club. Yeah. Right. So to get to that one club, it's going to be hard, but to get to where everywhere else, all the clubs on 5th Street and stuff, it's kind of easy. It's kind of, or 6th Street or 5th Street. I don't know. I don't really know, but it's going to be a little bit easier to get in those. But to get to in New York, it's you have the Cellar, which is extremely famous, Stand, which is extremely famous, New York Comedy Club, which is extremely famous. You have these bigger places that these famous guys are always at. Very established guys are always kicking it at. So it's a little bit harder to get into those because you're gonna you need to not fanboy out on famous people if you're gonna get in those clubs. That's kind of part of it too. Yeah, it's you're gonna see famous people. You're going to see these guys that are super established in it. Right. I was walking around and you're seeing pretty famous people, and you're like, oh, I don't even, you can't just walk up and talk to people. Yeah. And I was staying in a really nice area, so I was staying right next to where certain very famous people live.
That's pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
Who'd you see?
I didn't see any A-listers, just a couple B-listers, just some you could just tell by the way they walk around. You can kind of oh yeah. But you got to remember these guys live there, so they're walking their dog. Oh, they're not they're not sitting there they're just walking their dog, or they're going to get a bagel, or they're going to my office that we were working at, we have an office space there. I don't have it, but the guy I work for does. His office is where they all are. They're all working in those areas. So I'm going down there to get Chinese food, and I'm walking by C to B list actors just walking by me going to work. And I can't just be like, hey, who are you? No, they don't give a shit. Yeah. Dude, I ate at this Chinese spot that's next to my uncle's house though. Dude, it's 4.8 stars. Oh my god. Wagyu skewers, bro. They're $100 or $1.60 a piece, and and they give you like this much meat, dude. Like, but you buy like fucking 13 of those motherfuckers, dude. Ooh,
oh, it's so Wagyu good. Skewer.
It's so good, dude. They were like spicy or not spicy. I was like, no fucking racist me, bro. Don't fucking spicy or non-spicy. Give me the fucking spicy. Give me the most spiciest shit. I want steam to come out of my ears, bro. It's cold out here. I want to fucking have steam coming out. I had Wagyu fried rice, and they're like spicy or not spicy. I was like, give me the fucking spicy, dude. I'm from Phoenix, baby. I'm from Phoenix, dude. El Paso tacos, bro, with the fucking spiciest sauce you can fucking have on them, bro. I got, all kinds of stuff that I eat out here, fool. Le lengua tacos with some fucking hot sauce on them, bro. Like, you don't even know, man. This shit ain't nothing. Give me some fucking spice, fool. I did that, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I actually did that to the Chinese guys. Hey, fool.
And then they started saying the same thing back to
And they looked at me like, nah, you're not spicy.
I thought they were Mexican.
They were like,
That's
actually, fool.
Only.
All right, enough of New York.
Yeah.
Fuck that place. Dirty ass, rat covered. Everything smells. There's trash everywhere. There's giant piles of trash everywhere. It's not as fucking cool as people think. Oh, like nice areas are cool, but once you walk down the street, it's like these huge piles of trash. Giant piles of trash just everywhere. Fucking whatever.
Trash as tall as the buildings.
No, literally, dude. Yeah, yeah.
Trash buildings.
Yeah, they're just trash buildings, dude. You walk in there and there's like a cockroach. He's like, "Hey, what can I get you to drink?"
Giant cockroach.
Oh yeah, it was pretty bad though. I don't want to. I don't want to know what it looks like in the summer. Because there was like nothing around, like no rats, not a lot of homeless people. Like there was kind of streets were a little bit clear because it's 20 degrees, so there's nothing there. There's no rats or nothing. I can't imagine when it's 70 degrees there. I don't even want to fucking see it, bro. Like I will because I have to go back, but I'm like, bro, it's probably disgusting to be honest, bro. The trash is kind of fucking, you know what I mean? It was a little bit easier because it was freezing.
Yeah.
Probably rats everywhere.
Everyone's just
homeless people everywhere.
Hibernating.
Yeah, no, literally. Yeah. The only time I saw a rat was on the subway. But when it's summer out there and it's nice, there's rats everywhere probably.
Probably, yeah.
Oh yeah. Ugh. Ugh. All right, enough talking shit. I gotta stop. What's up though? You want to talk about Paddy? Did you want to?
I mean, I didn't get to watch the fight, but
we can go back and watch it.
Kind of wanted him to win, but
you wanted Paddy to win
just because he's young and ambitious. But I get why Gaethje won. That makes sense.
Okay, but my thing is, I just don't like when people are too hype about themselves. Like, let the world be hype about you. Yeah, don't be so hype about yourself.
He's very hyped.
Like Conor McGregor was so hyped because he had all of Ireland behind him, so he was able to be like, "Who's the champ?" And everybody would go, "Yeah," he had like this thing behind him. Paddy is so hype about himself.
I feel like he's kind of ripping off Conor too.
No, everybody's gonna rip off Conor. That's like saying a famous musician is ripping off another famous musician because a musician is famous.
Right?
No, that's like Benson Boone. That's like Benson Boone ripping off Freddie Mercury. Like, no, he's not. It's been done, so he's gonna do it. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like if you look at Benson Boone, what he wears and all that, very Freddie Mercury-esque, and he's very like, the way he sings, doing the backflip, it's very Freddie Mercury-esque.
Yeah, super.
But that's super gay. Yeah, you can say that. Super gay, dude. But that's why it's gonna be a little bit different in that sense.
That makes sense.
But Paddy, it's like what I'm talking about is this. Like Paddy came into the stadium dancing. Like everybody was dancing. He just danced for like literally 10 minutes, just dancing and like doing all this thing and like looking at the camera and be like, what? And like doing all this thing and just being like super, super Paddy, just and then he went in there and then, Justin goes in there. Gets in there, beats the fucking dog shit out of him, bro. Like street fighted him, dog. Like grabbed him and was just like, he like had him on the ground and he just was like, throwing these overhand rights, bro. Like he beat the shit out of him. I don't know what fight people were watching because they scored it like 9-10 in some of the rounds. Bro, I don't even think like Paddy got a couple hits in, but it wasn't even competitive. Like Justin Gaethje beat the shit out of him, dude. And Justin Gaethje's 37, so like that's old for the UFC, and he beat the crap out of that kid.
Crazy.
Literally, like, dude, he would go to tackle Justin, and Justin just was like put him in a cement mixer like in a second. Like it wasn't even like he didn't have any. Bro, he didn't even have any competitiveness. Like it didn't look like Justin at one point, like in like, I think it's like the third round, it kind of looked like Paddy was getting his shit together, throwing these like body teeps and stuff, which is like the front kick. He was like throwing a couple of the body hits, but it was like at the end of the day, Justin was just eating them and just walking right through them, bro. It didn't even look like it was competitive. And I called it too. We did on YouTube, if you want to go watch, me and my wife did a UFC breakdown. We're going to do it every single week for the UFCs. Any numbered UFCs, we're going to do a little breakdown and parlay. At the end fight, we were talking, and we both, me and her, were discussing. We were like, I don't see Paddy as this big hype train. I don't know. If you look at anything, like anything Paddy's done, and then you look at Justin Gaethje, they don't match up, bro. They don't match up. Paddy has so much he needs to work on, and so much people he needs to go after and fight before he can sit there and say that he can beat Justin Gaethje. Gaethje's been in the best, dude. He's been with the best of the best, bro. He's literally fought the best of the best, and everybody Paddy's fought, dude. That's like saying when somebody's like two people who are cooking, right? You have two people who are cooking. Like imagine if I cooked like steak, burgers, and tacos, and I'm like, oh, I'm a chef. But then this other guy who's cooked steak, burgers, tacos, went to France, cooked French food, went to Japan, learned how to make sushi and all this, and then we said that we have the same skill set. Like, no, dude, you don't. You might be able to make a damn good burger, a damn good taco, right? But you can't make sushi. That's Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje can make sushi, bro. So there's a difference. There's a huge difference in strength of schedule and ability and in durability. Like that's the thing too. Is Paddy hasn't got his fucking ass whooped, right? Justin Gaethje has got his ass whooped. He's done decision with people that you wouldn't imagine that he could be able to go to decision with. Like, dude, even look at like if we talk about the Max Holloway fight, Max Holloway knocked him out with 1 second left at the end of 5 rounds. Paddy the Baddy wouldn't go 2 rounds with Max Holloway, in my opinion. Max Holloway would knock him out in 2 rounds. I'm just saying, you can't. Yeah. They weren't the same. Just because of a hype train, and he beat up a couple guys, he matched up with Justin. Not at all, bro. Not in my opinion. Like, let's just take 2 seconds and look at. Let's just see something real quick. I just want to see this real quick.
He's gonna change his name to Krabby the Baddy or Krabby the Paddy.
Krabby the Paddy. I just want to check something real quick. So if we go to the lightweight. Yeah, okay. Let's talk about this real quick, right? So if you look at the lightweight rankings, okay. Paddy the Baddy, anybody compared to who Justin's fought. Like Justin's has fought like Max Holloway. I think Justin fought Charles Oliveira. I'm really not too sure. I know that Justin's fought Gamrot. Justin's fought Fasiev twice. I know he's fought Michael Chandler, knocked him out or whatever. I think he did or whatever. But point is the people that he has fought don't compare. Like Paddy to be able to fight Justin Gaethje should have had to fight a Dan Hooker, should have had to fight a Saint Denis, or should have had to fight like a Roofy or something. Like somebody who's coming up, who's a killer, but not in like the high rankings. For him to think that he could fight fucking Justin Gaethje it personally blows my mind, bro. Blows my freaking brain, dude.
You think Dana just did it to shut down the hype train kind of thing, or
no? I think that sometimes in the UFC when they want to sell, they have to use the hype train and they have to use something that somebody has designed for themselves. But as a fighter, they should think about themselves before they think about the company, because what that's called is a company man, right? So when you become a company man, you'll do whatever the company wants you to do. So you'll fight whoever the company wants you to fight. Like, I think Paddy actually believed that he could beat Justin, sure. But I think the UFC offered that, and Paddy immediately was like, oh yeah, I'll take it. But I don't think Paddy was ready to take that. I think that there could have been a better fight for Justin in that situation, but still, I just think that they're using somebody who's a hype train on themselves to make the company better, to get more views, because they needed a big fight, and it was an amazing big fight. It just, the reality of it wasn't, like, a lot of people said that it was going to be a walk in the park, or they were handing Justin Gaethje on a platter, and you go watch my video on YouTube. I was like, in what fucking world is he on a platter, bro? Like, in what world, what fights are you guys watching? What fights are you guys watching that you think that's what's going to happen? Like, oh, he's beat Michael Chandler at a really old age. Great. Like, okay, he beat Bobby Green. Okay. He beat Tony Ferguson. Okay, like, what fucking fights are you guys watching that you guys think that Paddy was able to beat Justin Gaethje in any which way or form? Like, that's crazy. Look at Justin's last fights. Like, he literally just went. He fought Fasiev, won by decision. He got knocked out by Max Holloway in 1 second left of the fight. So he lasted a whole 5 rounds with Max Holloway before the end, and Max Holloway pointed to the ground and had like this lucky knockout, but it was going to decision. Before that, he fucking knocked out Dustin Poirier. Like, what the fuck what are you guys watching? Like, I'm sorry, but if we took Dustin Poirier and we did Paddy versus Dustin Poirier is running through him. Like, running through him. Like, that's what I'm saying. I don't know what fights people are watching or who they thought was going to happen or who they thought Paddy was. But no, he needs so much more work. But now look at him. Now he got his ass whooped by fucking Justin. So now the next fight that's going to be good for him has got to be somebody like a Saint Denis, or it's got to be somebody like a fucking you got to do like a Dan Hooker, or you got to do somebody like a Roofy, or all these guys. But they're already fighting. So now Paddy's going to be on the back burner. What I think the fight is, I think you put Paddy the Baddy versus Conor McGregor. I think you take Paddy the Baddy and you put him against Conor McGregor. I think that's the fight. Conor McGregor's old, back? But he wants to, but he's old. Yeah. His skill set isn't there. You let Paddy the Baddy run through Conor McGregor, take Conor McGregor's hype train out, give it to Paddy the Baddy. So now Paddy the Baddy's coming back. Boom. Now you're good.
Yeah. So is the hype train going to come back for this, or is it just going to continue off derailment and he's just never going to?
Well, it's derailment now. I mean, but at the end of the day, I mean, you still a good guy. Stronger? But that's the thing is, it depends. It depends who they put him up against. He's a great fighter, but what I've seen was not a great fighter. I mean, he literally had nothing to give to Justin, in my opinion. I think that he was predictable, and Justin went right through him. Literally said what he was going to do. He's I'm going to put my head in his chest, and I'm going to run right through him. He's not going to be able to fight me because he has long arms and he can't fight close. So Justin just ran head first and just got up close with him and just dirty boxed the shit out of him, and that's fine. That's what works. But when it comes to who he's gonna fight, I don't think there's no one, in my opinion, that he can fight that would make him look like he's gonna be a badass. Maybe if you fought like a Fasiev, or you gave him like a Gamrot, or you gave him somebody like that. That's, Gamrot is 7, Saint Denis is 8. Paddy Pimblett's 5, and all, dude. Oh my God, that makes me so angry. I'm gonna be honest, like it honestly pisses me off, bro, because Paddy is ranked number 5, right? Last guy he fought was Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler's ranked. Michael Chandler's 12, bro. So he beat Michael Chandler and went all the way up to rank 5. So to beat Michael Chandler, he skipped Dariush, Moicano, Fasiev, Saint Denis, Gamrot, Hooker, and went right below Justin at rank 5. What fucking world do you think that he deserved that ranking? That's where I don't understand. The guy before Michael Chandler, he beat Bobby Green. Bobby Green's not even ranked, I don't think, in the top 10s. And then he beat Tony Ferguson. Tony Ferguson's not ranked in the top 10s. And then he beat Jared Gordon before that, not even ranked. I don't think. Jordan Levitt, not even ranked. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, where the fuck did you guys even get that from, bro? But if you look at Justin Gaethje, he just fought Fasiev, who's ranked, I think, like 8. I think it was like 7 or 8. And then before that, he lost to Max Holloway, who's like 3rd. And then he beat Dustin Poirier, who was like 5. And then he beat Fasiev before that. And then he lost to Charles Oliveira, which is that's a very hard person to fight. So all I'm saying is like his ranking's understandable, but where did you put Paddy Pimblett in rank 5? That's what skip Saint Denis. Like put him up against Saint Denis. See what happens.
Yeah.
Like that's what I'm saying. Put him up against Dariush. Put him up against somebody who's like a little bit harder than fucking Michael Chandler. I'm sorry, but Michael Chandler's he's 39 years old. He's like he's done. This is his like he probably gets one more fight and then he's retired. So you put up against this young dog against an old man. That's what I'm saying. I fucking can't stand hype trains, bro. I fucking can't stand them. They piss me off so much. Like look at Dan Hooker, bro. Dan Hooker just fought Arman Tarsukian, who's number 2 in the rank, and Arman Tarsukian's like this young kid who's like a fucking lion right now, just ready to eat anybody, bro, and kill anybody. And you put him up against Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker's on his way out. Like, why the fuck would they do that? That's what I'm saying. I don't understand this whole like give a young guy an old guy and have him just beat the shit out of this old guy, create his hype train, and then let him go and let him be, you know, in the top rankings. I just don't understand that, in my opinion.
Well, it's probably like what you said. They know it's going to sell tickets.
They know it's going to sell tickets. Yeah.
Name. Not that he, you know,
yeah,
they kind of just threw him to the wolves.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's and I think that that's where I love what happened with Justin Gaethje, bro. That's where I love that what happened with Justin Gaethje is you try to give this young guy, this old guy, thinking that he was just gonna run through him and then become the champion, and he got fucking dog walked, bro. It was such a good fight, bro. I would watch right now if we went out there, I'd watch the fight again. I'm not joking. It was such a good fucking fight. I was like, oh, the whole time, bro.
Yeah.
And he really saw the difference in skill level. And dude, I'm so glad that happened because we get too much of that, bro. We get way too much of that, and then you have it, when times when it doesn't go too well. You know, like in the heavyweight fight right before this, you had Black Beast, Derek Lewis versus Acosta, and Acosta beat the shit out of him. Like literally beat the shit out of him. Second round, knocked out, beat the shit out of him, like had him on the ground, just hitting him. He knocked him out. So what I'm saying is like you do have these times when it works, but that's why they do it, because it works, because they know that like now Derek Lewis, he's done. He's done. It's over. There's not going to be there's no point to have him in the league anymore. He didn't want to fight, didn't look like he wanted to be there. It's because he won his last one, so they were only like give him this young guy. Yeah, there's no point in him being there.
Damn.
All right, so yeah, sorry, I just kind of had to. I just went off on all that, dude.
I like listening about that.
Yeah, that's
interesting.
Yeah,
because it's literally all I know about Paddy is because of the hype train. So I have it in my head that he's like actually good, but I don't know enough about UFC to like know that he's actually. I mean, he's decent, but not like top tier skills.
I mean, he's good because he's a professional fighter. He knows. What he's doing.
That, but like compared to like a Justin Gaethje, which it shows is
exactly
that's what you're saying.
And that's the most interesting thing is like when okay, so what you're called is basically a casual, right? Like it's you're a casual in the fight thing where you're like, okay, I know the fighters and I would watch a UFC fight, but I don't really know much about them or their past or what they're doing. So when you have somebody who's like actually watches it and very into it, and then when they talk to a casual, that's the people they're marketing to is a casual, bro. That's the people they're talking to. Where it's like
more fans.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, Paddy the Baddie is gonna beat this guy's ass. You're like, ooh, this is probably gonna be a great fight because Paddy's in it.
And then I go to bet on it and I get fucking
and then
I lose my parlay.
Exactly. And like, but then you have somebody like me who's like, this fight isn't good because of Paddy. This fight is good because of Justin Gaethje.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like that's who the fight. That's the sad part, bro. Is that you don't. The real world or the world doesn't know like who the actual stars are.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what's sad.
I think a lot of it has to do with, at least in my generation, I think a lot of it is Conor McGregor's fault.
Yeah. I mean, Conor McGregor was the real deal, though.
He was the real deal, but then people come up like that are younger like Paddy and they think they can recreate what Conor McGregor did. Is like what I kind of see as a casual. Yeah,
I mean, look what Conor McGregor did, though. Conor McGregor was a two-time champion and in two different weight classes. And he immediately came in and took out like Jose Aldo and Dustin Poirier in the beginning.
I watched that fight. That was nuts.
Yeah,
13 seconds.
Yeah, I mean,
it predicts exactly what he's gonna do.
so if you can do that, then get your hype train. Go get your bag, bro. If you could do that, get your bag. But if you can't do that, don't expect to get your bag. That's what I'm trying to tell people is that like if you can't do that, then don't expect for that to keep going, bro. It's not. That's what I'm saying. If you can't go in there and you can't knock out Justin Gaethje like you said you were going to, then
you said he was gonna knock him out.
Yeah, or why didn't you fucking try to like wrestle him or do something? Try to submit him earlier. Do something, bro. Like that's what I'm saying. I didn't understand it.
He probably got caught off guard.
What was the fight? What was the fight before that? Oh, Sean O'Malley versus Sonya Dawn.
Sean fought?
Yeah, it was a Sean O'Malley fight.
Did he win?
He did. He won by decision. Yeah, he kind of played safe.
Didn't he lose his last fight?
He did lose his last 2 fights.
Oh, last 2?
Yeah, against Marab.
Oh, shit.
But now, so Sean fought Peter Yan and then won on some like weird kind of, like I personally kind of think he lost, but whatever. And then became the champion and then defended his championship, beat up Aljamain Sterling, and then Marab came in, fought Sean, beat Marab, beat Sean.
Yeah,
Marab beat Sean again, and then he just lost to Peter Yan. So now Peter Yan and Sean O'Malley got to fight, and it's like, ooh, you know what I mean? Like, ooh, shit. That's like, because Peter Yan's really good, dude.
Yeah,
Peter Yan beat Marab, so it's like, you know, the math there, it's like he's probably going to beat Sean, but I don't know. How much do you believe in that? Like,
right.
I don't know. I would love to see the fight. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think Sean's going to step his game up a little bit, and I think he's going to be able to beat Peter Yan. I'm going to say that now. I'll probably bite these words, but Peter Sean. I do think Peter Yan's going to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's going to be able to beat him. We'll watch that fight though. Next fight is
when is it?
I don't know. But next fight is Volkanovski, which Volkanovski is like my favorite fighter. He's fighting why can't I think of anything right now? I can't remember his name. Diego Lopez. He's fighting Diego Lopez.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, Diego Lopez is he's a good fighter. It's good. That one's going to be a good fight. I think we're hanging out that weekend. I think we're going to do something.
Just got to plan it out.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to do
so we can party plan it.
I think we're going to go to
Logie Poo.
Logies. Yeah.
Logies.
We'll talk to him about it.
Logie Bear.
All right. I think we're out of here. I think it was good. Yeah. It was about an hour. All right.
Talked about everything I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go. All right, man. I talked to you about the UFC, so I'm going to do some good editing on it though. But all right, guys, this is episode 32 of Hunchback Insomniac.
32 or 33?
I want to say 32 or 33. I don't know.
We're losing track.
We're just going to keep going. All right. Love you guys so much. God bless you all. Read your Bibles.
God bless.
Make sure you guys pray at all times. All right. Love you guys. Go watch my YouTube. All right. Bye.